New details are emerging about San Diego's hepatitis A outbreak. A new state audit says that lives could have been saved. More than 500 cases and 20 deaths reported in all.
10 News reporter Jennifer De La Cruz is live. And Jen, that audit says that we didn't do enough to stop it.
It's a 50-page report, and it goes into a lot of detail about vaccinations and sanitation efforts. You may remember all the power washing that was going on throughout the county. Well, this report says we basically didn't act fast enough, and that could have made a huge difference. The hepatitis A outbreak is not a distant memory for San Diegans. Assemblymember Todd Gloria pushed for the highly anticipated state audit that just came out today.
The report is pretty damning of the local response, particularly by the county of San Diego.
The outbreak infected 584 people and claimed 20 lives. The audit says the county failed to include critical details in planning its response, such as identifying the number of vaccinations it would administer, the timelines for administering them, and the resources needed to carry out the vaccination program.
There was a real lack of urgency, a failure to plan, and limited information sharing that was complicit in the ongoing outbreak and the size and scale that it ultimately was.
The county issued a health advisory in March 2017. In May, they started administering vaccines, but it wasn't until September that they increased efforts for vaccination and sanitation. After that, the number of cases finally started going down, and the outbreak was officially over in 2018. For months, San Diegans saw an increase in hand washing stations and sidewalk cleaning, but that may not have come soon enough. According to the audit, had the county and city taken these steps in early summer 2017 rather than waiting until September, they could have better protected the health of county residents.
Certain employees were ringing alarm bells, but those didn't necessarily result in action. Folks can try and spin it any way they want. This is a tragedy. It could have been contained sooner.
The audit also makes recommendations to make sure it doesn't happen again. Now, the city and county both released statements saying there could have been more communication. Todd Gloria says he's going to work at the state level, demanding more action for information sharing and clarifying the role of public health officials. Reporting live, Jennifer De La Cruz, 10 News.